Hello guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Homer Simpson. So come on, let's get started. Welcome back, cartooners. You guys have been asking for Simpson drawings, so let's get into it right now with some Homer Simpson. All right, so what we're going to do, Homer Simpson, he's a little tricky at first. So I'm going to give you a standard circle shape right here, and then I'm going to give a vertical axis line right here and a horizontal axis line right here. Okay, now from there what I'm going to do is I'm going to here first, let's give him line of action, and then from there I'm going to know where to throw in this bottom shape here like that. I know it's a little rough, it doesn't look like Homer Simpson, but it will. Alright, so from there, I'm going to, because we're going to draw his whole body in, I'm going to draw a circle about the same size as the initial circle. And then I'm going to throw in a bigger shape right here, like we're building a snowman, down there like that. I'm going to continue that vertical axis line right down here like so, and that'll give me, along with this action line, that'll give me the width of his leg. Now his legs are the same length as the length of his head, so right here I'll bring it down to the bottom of his circle, and that'll give me where the floor is going to go. Now I got one leg here. I'm going to throw another one back there like that. This one, because it's in the front, we're going to see more of it than this one, so it's going to overlap. And just going to throw that in like a rectangle, and then I'm just going to give some very simplistic looking feet there. We're going to clean this up in a minute, but before I go anywhere, I want to throw in a smaller circle right about here. That way I'm going to keep his hand in line with his legs and his waist. Okay, so we've got a very rough idea of where all of his proportions go. I know it doesn't look like Homer Simpson yet. It's because it's missing the details that we're going to throw in right now. All right, I'm pretty confident in all of these shapes. So what I'm going to throw in is his waistline, or the bottom of his shirt. And then I'm going to just darken in this line. You want it to overlap this shape just a little bit. I'm going to darken in his pant lines right now. Like this. And I'm going to bow out a little bit at the bottom. And give him a hem to his pants, and give him his shoe shapes. Now his shoes have a slight heel, so you know he's wearing dress shoes, just like that. But you don't want to throw in any more detail than that. No laces, no anything. I'm going to bow out here, hem front of his shoe. Now I'm going to throw in his arms like so. I'm going to give him a bell shape for his sleeve, and that's it. That's all they wrote with the sleeve of the shirt. Darken that in a little bit. And give him some meat to his hand, and then we're just gonna throw in some fingers, just like that. Give a hint to a thumb, and now I can finish the back side of Homer Simpson. There we go. Now from up here, we're going to throw in a rectangle on an angle like this. from here, I'm going to bring it down. And we're going to turn this into like an M shape, like so. And then I'm going to follow this angle right here like that. Give him the inside of his collar, and then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to follow the rough shapes that I originally threw in there. And there you go. There's Homer's shirt and his collar. I'm going to give him the front of his neck here. And before I go any further, let's just throw in the hint of a second arm in the back here. So just like with Bart, I threw in a line about halfway down, right? That's going to indicate the top of Homer's eye. I'm going to copy the same shape of the eye and just draw one slightly behind it, like so. And then turn the page here and give him his nose. Homer is older than Bart. He's got a bigger nose than Bart does. All right, so from here what I want to do is I want to measure the size of his eye. I'm going to bring it down here underneath his nose, and I'm going to give him a very light line for his mouth. Okay, I want to make sure that I have a nice shape to go from below the nose, around here like so, to meet that lower chin area. And there we go. All right. I've noticed I'm drawing that very lightly. I have a bit of a block sometimes with how to figure out where the expression is on Homer's face for any particular drawing. So I'm just going to let that sit there for now, and I'm going to draw up the back of his neck and line up his ear with his nose. And draw in an incomplete circle, just like that. The inside of his ear like that. And then, from above the eye, I'm going to give him that brow bump. And now, let's throw in the top of his head. Okay. He is balding, so he has hair going around the sides of his head, so they give him an M shape in like that. On the top, we've got two hairs that he combs over. Just like so. I have him looking off into space. And make his mouth a little wider than that. His mouth does jut out a little bit. Give him that lower lip. And fill in the rest of that stubble shape, just like so. I'm just gonna lightly shade that in a little bit. And there we have it. If you like drawing this with me, I've got some other videos right over here for you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And until the next video, we'll see you later.